Good evening, Fumpa Chumpas and Bumpa Mumpas. Here's an example of a 1973 Fender Rhodes that I got from my good friend George William Knowles, J. Bubba, who died several years ago on September the 11th. I bought his Rhodes that he's had new since 1973 for $101.01, and I've done almost all of the restoration except for the very top octave. And it now is playing through a 6122 kit that normally would be in a Hammond A100 going into my Leslie 142. I put that together tonight using a Mackie mixer and a TSR stereo tip ring sleeve balanced signal, and this is what it sounds like. I got a fair amount of fast rotor noise in there. But anyway, so that's the Rhodes, and it's going through the Leslie 142, which is in the den. So I'm going to give you the heads up skinny on how I was able to accomplish this. Speculation was the 6122 kit made by Hammond Suzuki. This is the stock kit now for an A100, which allows you to interface to a Leslie 142. Here is a 6-pin cable that I bought from Rick at Tone Generator Hospital. It's 15 feet. So it's a 6-pin. This 6122 kit needs a 6-pin cable because it harvests B plus voltage from the Leslie, not from the organ, and I don't have an organ in the setup. So you have to provide AC to the Leslie through this cable through the jack. So 2 of your leads, of course, on the 6-pin Amphenol are just AC. So here they are. I put a plug on it and plugged it into an extension cord. So there's your power to the Leslie. And once it's powered up, the B plus DC voltage is fed back to this kit, which allows you to change the speeds with your control center, which is this deal. This isn't a half moon. This is what it comes with. I know that a lot of you hate this, but it works. I don't have anything hooked up to the organ side of this at the moment, but you could. So the question was, hot enough line voltage, a hot enough signal to drive the Leslie from the kit. So the beauty of it is that the kit takes a balanced signal, right? It's GG, not a 1/4 inch high impedance, which I think is what the Trek 2 and most of those things use, a 1/4 inch like a guitar signal. The 6122 kit uses a balanced signal. So you want to take advantage of that because it's the most quiet and reliable because it rejects noise. So I said, oh, well, all you need then, that just means it's an XLR Cannon balanced input into the kit. So let's just put one of those jacks on it. And then you can plug that into the output of a mixer, which its function is to provide the proper gain. A mixer is a preamp, basically, but a more sophisticated preamp that lets you mix a lot of different keyboards. And the Mackie mixer in particular has its own tip ring sleeve stereo 1/4 inch outputs on the front. So here's one, and that's what I'm using. So I found a tip ring sleeve cable and spliced in the red, black, brown right here coming out of the 6122 kit. And it was all big speculation, anticipation to see if it was going to work. And it works perfectly. The signal coming out of the Mackie is quiet. It feeds the kit perfectly. There's plenty of gain. And the Leslie in the den is absolutely quiet. So the reality here is this is a huge success. You need to be careful because this kit that's sitting on my work table here has both 120 volts AC going through it from the wall and also has the DC B plus voltage coming back from the Leslie into it to be able to change Leslie speed. So you want to be very careful about touching anything on that kit. I have no hum, I have no buzz. And then the interesting thing to make this even more kind of complicated is to record the sound of the Leslie, which you heard earlier, which was me playing this Rhodes. Well, we can't see the Leslie, it's in the other room, but it's mic'd up, the 142, and it's mic'd up, and it's mic'd up with this dedicated mixer. So here are the two upper rotor mics, a Shure SM57 and a Shure SM57. Inputs 1 and 2, I have them mounted to the top rotor at 45-degree angle, and then the third input is a condenser mic mounted to the bottom of the Leslie to get the bass. And I've really tweaked that, so this mixer is the dedicated recording mixer for my Hammond organ coming through the 142. But now I'm feeding this Rhodes through this kit with a different 6-pin cable going into the Leslie, but to record it for this video, I'm taking what I normally do, which is here are the outputs. Again, tip ring sleeve stereo 1/4 inch. Comes out of this mixer and feeds my audio interface. So it's TRS jacks to XLRs into the audio box, left and right. And that's my interface to drive QuickTime over here on the computer. And I got this mic plugged in too, right, so I can talk. So anyway, that's what's going on. It's a pretty good success.
pretty groovy dually, eh?